Welcome back, everybody, to the BD1P Binding of Isaac Randomizer series. Today is going to be a Jacob and Esau run to hopefully boss rush and Shoal. We'll have to move a little bit fast, the tiniest bit faster than usual, to make it to our boss rush timer. Seed, by the way, is going to be 9P1VX6V1. Also, having an XL floor for basement is really good for... What the hell? Angel Pride, dude? What is this? Is this Sephiroth? Either way, I'm glad to have an XL floor, bottom line. And we have a huge growth card to make boss rush even easier for us. Okay. This is the hardest thing for me, though, is like not dying as these characters, going fast. Because I have a history with Jacob and Esau of throwing pretty hard. Most Isaac players do. They're definitely a guy you need to practice a bit with before you have, you know, all of your natural skills down. They're difficult. I say it every episode we play as them, but they are not the easiest pair to deal with. Separation is kind of a big thing. It's why I like Dante and Revelation so much, is because it's one hitbox. Although it makes the character pretty overpowered, I will say. They're a very strong character. I have more fun because A, they're overpowered, and B, I feel like I have more control. But this is definitely an acquired taste for challenge. And you know what, dude? That's fine. We could use more acquired taste challenges in this video game. It's about babies. It's made for babies. That's how it goes. And no purple heart, please. I don't know why I would want that. I know they buffed this, and it rolls them like one enemy down. But I don't think I really want to use this very much. Like I don't see a situation where I'm like, yes, I want to make these enemies weaker, obviously, but it's also going to change what type they are. Oh my god, is that Popula Duplex? Get down. Lovely. It is. Go get that, Jacob. There's a free item right there. I couldn't be more happy. I don't really care about that card, though, regardless. Like, you can make them easier to deal with, the enemies, but there's still like an air of randomness around it that I'm not comfortable with, especially as I was just saying, these two bozos, who I really am not that skilled with in the first place. It's just, I don't want to have any more RNG than this series already has RNG tied to it. It's already a roguelike, and it already is a randomizer, so not really in the cards for me. But what I wanted to talk about today is a bit of a weird announcement that Disney has made that I thought was kind of funny, because it was like a slap in the face to fans of them, but also like it was funny as somebody who's not like really attached to anything they make. Bob Iger took back over Disney from the other Bob. There's a lot of Bobs in Disney's history. Sure. He took back over Disney, right? Which is fine. I don't really have a preference either way. I'm not a big Disney head, but after that acquisition, they sat down with the head of their like Marvel stuff, and they basically said, I am a fool. Oh, you don't shoot brimstone. Never mind. I could have just dodged that extremely easily. They're reevaluating every MCU thing they have going on right now over internal and external quality concerns. What that means, for those of you who like don't really understand the whole point of that, is they're getting a lot of negative feedback to their movies, so they're going to reevaluate their plan going forward and how they can make their stuff better. And in their words, I quote, they want to do quality over quantity. And I have to ask the question. What were you focusing on before, if not quality? Because the movies were not quality. I'll tell you that. Phase 4 has been awful. But what were you doing before? It's just been quantity the entire time? Like, I don't know, man. I could not run a movie studio. I couldn't act in a movie. I couldn't write a movie direct. I couldn't do any of that. You like to think you can, but I don't think any of us watching this could direct a piece of art that is... Did we take damage? I guess we took damage somewhere. That's fine, though. I don't think any of us could direct a... Oh, we have Ankh. We can become Blue Baby and get a bunch more marks that way. If we get Blue Baby marks before we unlock Blue Baby... Hey, man. I might actually die. I might get boss rush as these two jokers, and then die to get the Blue Baby mother thing. You don't roll that, do you? That actually would not be that bad of a strategy. Either way, though, it's no surprise that Phase 4 has been bad. And as someone who actually really enjoyed the first phase of Marvel movies and a couple things from the later ones too, it's sad. Because, like, I want to go and do a movie. I want to enjoy a movie when I watch it. I'm not going to go pay to sit in a theater and not... I'm not going to go watch a movie I don't think I'm going to like. It's just that'd be poor consumerism on my part. Oh, nice. That's pretty cool. I wouldn't go buy a Cinemark ticket and be like, yes, I'm going to go watch, fucking Emoji Movie. Yeah, it could be funny for the bit, but that's my money I'm spending right there. So whenever I go into a movie, as critical as I am of superhero shit nowadays, I go in expecting and hoping to enjoy whatever they want to put out. And, wow, wasn't either of those spaces. Okay. It has been kind of frustrating that whenever I've gone to see nearly anything cape shit, like any DC or Marvel or anything like that, it's felt like a genuine waste of money. Like, I felt like I'm getting scammed. So I hope we get like 2 Marvel films a year at the very most, and that they're like 7s or 8s in terms of what, Marvel's quality scale there. I hope they cut down the releases they have, not only to let other movies thrive in this, blockbuster space, but also so that they can put more time into them and formulate a better strategy, a better plan. I think it would do a lot for them. Give us like 1 show a year, give us 2 movies a year, and you're already doing better than DC. Like, you don't got much competition right now. Sure, James Gunn leaving Marvel is going to give DC an edge, but I guess my cardinal sin is I don't think James Gunn is necessarily that good. He's good, but he's not like, a lot of comic book fans praise James Gunn as like this pariah of superhero shit, and he's like this incredible director who makes the most out of the worst. I don't think that's inherently true. I think a lot of people like James Gunn because he's made the more creative movies for sure, but I don't think they've been like necessarily anything to write home about. And this is gonna get me fucking Twitter canceled right here. I didn't really find much about Guardians of the Galaxy different than any other Studio Marvel project. Like, when I watched Guardians 1 and 2, my thoughts were like, yep, that was a Marvel movie. I don't get the hype around James Gunn. And when I watched the Suicide Squad, the 2021, or 2021, whatever the newest Suicide Squad movie was, which was a James Gunn movie, and everyone was praising it and like, oh my god, this is the most rewatchable superhero movie ever. It's like, oh my, all this amazing praise. I thought it was just, I didn't think it was even like, I would put it as good, but I wouldn't go even close to anywhere above good. Like, am I crazy? Like, what do people see in these movies that I'm just missing out on? Because you could have showed me Guardians and you could have showed me like Iron Man 1, and I wouldn't have been able to tell you this was like a different director. I would have thought it was the same person making both those movies. They're plastic. They're recyclable. I didn't find much about anything James Gunn has done for DC or Marvel, anything spectacular or new compared to what people praise him as. And she's a fine director. He's definitely better than the fucking Russo brothers. That's for goddamn sure. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying, like, what do I have to do to understand and enjoy the hype? Because I want to go back to Guardians 1 and be like, you know what? That is like a standout Marvel movie. And even with Guardians 2, I want to go back and I want to enjoy those. But what do I have to do to understand, like, what's setting this dude apart from other things? I genuinely want to know. Like, if you're a James Gunn fan, what do you like about his stuff more than somebody else's? So I can at least hop on that train. Oh, not an error room. For some reason, I thought it was. Telepills? No, that was a different color. Okay. And luck upgrade. All right. Let's go and fight our boss after we bomb into this room and get this tinted rock as well. I saw it earlier. Don't worry. I was waiting to go into this shop. I'm not that stupid. Well, this sucks. 150 in here. How about that? Look at my tag teaming right now. You see this right here? Look at this. Boom. Boom. Cricket's leg. Hell yeah, brother. But I do want to go back and watch them and enjoy them. But as somebody who didn't really get the praise around Guardians or the praise around the Suicide Squad, or why James Gunn's acquisition to DC was so huge, I want to know. Now, I think James Gunn going to DC is huge, because I think at the bare minimum, he is more stylistic than any other director that Marvel has seen. That much I can get behind. He definitely has a bit more of a recognizable style. But I don't think it's enough to make this huge swing, like, oh, Marvel's going down because DC has this director. Or maybe writer. I don't know what his role exactly is in this new place. But regardless, who has more damage? Right now, it's you. You take this, and I guess you take this, and we are not having a fantastic run right now, but it will get better, trust me. But yeah, I wanna know. And you know, if I was gonna give benefit of the doubt and try to think with the hardest of brain cells right now, sure, you know, I can see why Guardians is praised as a better MCU film. It's definitely got humor more down. The choice of casting is pretty good compared to other things like Simu Lee as Shang-Chi. It's got a good head on its shoulders. I think it knows what it wants to do, which is a lot more you can say for anything in Phase 4. And when the Guardians 3 trailer dropped this past weekend, I was like, okay, you know, I have a lot of Twitter mutuals who I'm friends with, and they're big movie guys, right? And they sound really excited for Guardians, and they are the most critical people to like, they criticize Marvel constantly, and they're really excited for Guardians. I watched the trailer for Guardians 3, and I just kind of like, I felt like this just looks, it doesn't look bad, but I don't get it. Like, what excites you about this? Like, so here, I'm going to set the stage for you guys. Go watch it yourself, you know, obviously, own opinions, all that kind of stuff, but they go to this alien planet in the trailer, and okay, I love that for myself. They step off their spaceship. There's a bunch of weird aliens, but their alien idea, it's just like an animal head on a human's body. There's a girl with a pig nose, there's a guy who has goat antlers, and that's their idea of an alien. Not to mention, it's just your white suburbia United States suburb. It's white picket fence houses. You're tasked with designing like a robust universe with all these different kinds of creatures and just these different, I guess, cultures. And the best you got to come up with is pigs, bipedal pigs in a regular, like, Wisconsin suburb. I mean, I don't know. For him being praised as super creative, like, that just feels like a choice that someone who was making a regular Marvel movie would make. Someone who would rather have their story be a gag than like an actual, you know, hard-hitting thing. I don't understand it. I really don't. And I'm hoping that, because he's doing what, the Blue Beetle movie for DC. I'm hoping that's what puts me over to his side, because I am a Blue Beetle fan. I'm pretty big on Blue Beetle. As a Young Justice fan, as a Batman the Brave and the Bold fan, I like Blue Beetle. Maybe that'll what switches me over. Because I guess, to be honest, I'm not like super big on Suicide Squad. I'm not super, you know, attached to Guardians. So maybe it's just the fact he hasn't done something that I've seen before, or like that I have a preconceived notion of. Maybe it's that fact, and that's what's kind of making me hesitant. It's like, I don't really know these people. You know, I don't know these characters that well. I don't have an attachment. So I'm going to be less inclined to think your movie is good. That could totally be it. I think it happens with a lot of media, where if it's an IP or a product that you like, you're more inclined to enjoy that specific thing, and that's fine. That's how a lot of blockbuster culture is today. We're riding off of the success of previous things. We've never seen a market more obsessed with sequels than we do right now. Everything is a spiritual successor, a sequel to this, a follow-up to this, a prequel to this. Everything is something else's world, and that's fine, because it allows these robust things to build. You know what, dude? Let's get a little nasty with it, huh? Ludovico is one of those items that I should definitely not take, but I like, so I'm gonna do it. And that I like that, though, because it allows you to build these like MCU-esque universes where you can make these really, really big, long stories that are more set for episodic things like TV shows, but you can have them work in a cinematic setting. It's cool. I do like genuinely enjoy that kind of stuff. But the byproduct of that is that within, oh, I made a grave mistake there. Within that kind of market, our new original products have less space to thrive, and I think it makes things blend together. Like, there's very few Marvel directors that I could name that I think have done a wonderful job with their IP. I think Sam Raimi did the best that he could with Doctor Strange. I think John Watts has been doing okay with Spider-Man. The Russo bros have not made a good movie in their entire life. I will stand by that fact. And James Gunn has made somewhat creative Marvel movies, and has definitely, I think he has a care for what he's doing. And that does set him apart too. There's a lot of them, it's just a paycheck, which I guess you do want to take these because you want to eventually get don't worry about that. You want to get a bunch of good items on one character, or I guess separate them now. But when you become Blue Baby, you want to have a bunch on that one guy so you can get conjoined off of having more familiars that'll combine, things of that nature. I'm trying to convince myself that like James Gunn is deserving of the hype by thinking about how much... Oh, who are we spawning as? Okay, we're doing this one first. That's fine. I still want to make boss rushes these two jokers, and we probably won't live boss rush now that I'm thinking about it, but it's worth a goddamn shot, huh? It's hard to make it there as these two guys anyways, but I guess the reason I think that people like James Gunn so much is because the rest of Marvel doesn't really have like super stylistic directors. There are a lot of... Oh, hey, Gimpy, thank you. I'll keep that on the ground for later. They're very cookie cutter, I guess would be a way of putting it. That's, I shouldn't say Marvel. I should just say superhero shit in general. You know, like Snyder wasn't changing the fields or changing the game with his work, so why should I pin it just on Marvel? But regardless, like I think maybe it's because the MCU gets a dash of creativity every once in a while. That is why people like Gunn so much. But I don't think he's going to be as big of an influential chip as people are making him out to be within this current superhero climate. That's just me, though. That's just me. Again, like if I'm entirely wrong, be sure to tell me I'm wrong. You know, if you think I should go... I haven't watched the Guardian movies, to be fair, in like 4 years. I was about like 16, 17 when I watched them last. I think that's still like more recent enough to be able to like critique them. But if I should go back and watch them because I'm missing an important thing, let me know. And I think I will. And I'll give you guys my hard-earned review of whatever the hell I think of them. This is going to be a sucky room, huh? Whenever I do end up getting around to that. Yeah, that's why I don't want to do this. Because they're so separate, and I have to control 2 characters in 1 tier and another familiar and all this crazy stuff. Okay. Now I understand why I probably should not have taken 9 lives, huh? I still want to make that boss rush timer, though. So this might come down to, okay. Tactical choice here. We're getting out of this room. We don't have to go back there besides the 2 spirit hearts, and we can cheat our way back there with good trip. Because it's in my mod pack, suck my balls. I don't want to do that chub room with these kind of stats. We do not have a very good run going on right now, mind you. It's getting slightly better as it goes on, but in the interest of trying to make and hopefully complete boss rush, which we're not going to do with this amount of HP. Oh my god. We're going to want to push it a little bit. Thank you. What's this? Lovers. Keep huge growth. You want to have that. That was a very Canadian way to say growth. Keep huge growth. I guess it was more British than Canadian there, huh? I don't know how I said it the first time. And spin down dice didn't even work there. Wasn't that a treat? Why didn't it work? These enemies can totally be rolled down. What the heck? I would have saved my life right there. This item got nerfed. It used to be better. I'll make the controversial statement there. It used to be better, I guess, because old D10 would have never broken on me there. It would have totally worked. I'm going to say that outright. I don't know what the malfunction was there. Maybe that's like the highest enemy ID in the game and it can't be, or lowest and it can't be rolled down, but I find that, I can't even hit you, dude. I find that very hard to believe. Are we going to even make it? Can we get to Mom and beat her in the next 2 minutes? I think we can. Gotta go back for my HP, though. I want to knock out Boss Rush as fast as I can as these two dudes. Okay. We're doing this again with these insanely large floors. I want to get that Eternal Heart, too. All right. You got about a minute and a half to... Okay. You know what? In honor of getting it as Blue Baby, I like that. And then what we can do, because we have full HP and we can fly, so we can go here. You can get this. We go here. You can get that. And then we have up here where we can do 1, 2. And then we have Lovers and Huge Growth. What was this card back here? You got to go fight Mom like right now. You have a minute to beat her with these stats. It's going to be close, and Boss Rush might even be closer. Oh, boy. I missed, dude. I missed my Brimstone shot. That's what I wanted to get there. I'm already dead? Oh, okay. I didn't even notice that I had that little HP. I guess you do a full heart when you stomp, huh? I was trying to get her inside my little circle, but I couldn't. We're probably going to end up becoming Blue Baby here. There's like a 0 chance that we beat her fast enough. There's a 0% chance we beat her fast enough to make Boss Rush. You know what? I want to get Gimpy drops on the ground, though. I am going to make a choice here. Wait, don't do that yet. One more death. I want to do half heart hits so I can get more Gimpy. Blue Baby? Okay. Now we got a bit more of a run going here, I would say. And there's our Huge Growth card if we want to use this later on. But, yeah, I was tired of playing Jacob and Esau there, I'll be honest with you. Within, like, 20 minutes of playing the character, I already get sick of them. So we're going to move on to Blue Baby right now. And we're going to get some fresh unlocks here, though, because we have not played as Blue Baby before. But, look, I mean, look how slow this is taking. I got to pop this card now, or I will probably die on this fight. And use the Sun card next floor. Like, we have a... This is a trash run. This is a dumpster fire. I didn't even see you were going down there. Okay. That's on me, I guess. I couldn't tell. But this is a trash fire run we have going on. That's what I get for dissing James Gunn, creator of the Suicide Squad. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one. I'll be straight up front with you guys. I gotta do it. Alright. I didn't have to do it, and now we are stuck, because I panicked and thought it was going to blow up earlier, and it didn't. Let's pop this now. We have a library. That could be potentially run saving. Luck down and tears up. Fantastic. It's going to be a close run. I do want to see it go to Satan, so I really don't want to be getting a devil deal on this floor right now, because we still have no Polaroid or negative to get the different endings. There's no sacrifice room we can use. Great Soul Heart, and we get a death card. I think I'll pop it now because we have a lot of enemies in this room. This might be our first loss. I did not handle myself well at the Mom fight or earlier in this room. And although our HP looks fine, we're at a tipping point. It's fine, but it'll be a long time till it's really good, and it's at a good point where it could fall off fast. We could be in danger. We have no more respawns left. It's time to go into old BD1P's Isaac focus mode. I don't think I've focused in this game in a while. I've said I've had to, but now that I actually have a bad run going on, the YouTuber luck was taken away from me, thanks to the Isaac gods. Now I'm a little bit scared. We're gonna go to the library for sure. Okay, HP is good now. We won't lose on this floor. That's for damn sure. Look at this damage though. This is a little rough. I will be taking that, by the way. Ooh, that I believe is an achievement for us. And also, it's a free kill on Mom's heart, so we take it. Can we get an achievement for dying on Satan with this? Is that an achievement you get, or is that just an Easter? I think it's just an Easter egg. Think back to your training. I made the videos on unlocking everything and what was the minimum runs required to do that. The Satan thing I don't think it was an achievement. If it was, you can also do it with respawns and still live. Ha ha ha, thank you. You can also do it with respawns and still live, so I don't think I'm going to focus on doing that. Now, on the contrary, getting the Bible and going to Satan is a hard thing to do, but I'm sure at some point in the game, if I miss a big achievement here, we'll see the Bible in one of our first 6 item rooms and or angel deals where we can take advantage of that. But here we fight Death, which is this the new Horseman, actually? We unlocked a new one. Last run. I think it's just Conquest is the new Horseman. Well, he's already in greed mode, so like it wasn't really a new thing. That's awful to me, man. Why does greed mode break so much about the sequence of this game? You fight It Lives before you fight Mom's Heart if you play greed mode first. Like, it's a simple thing to make that not happen, I feel like. How do I hit you? Go rotten, baby. Man, Ludovico was not the right choice here, was it? I think it's mostly helped us. But that could be my cope talking. Conjoined. And we'd be 2 parts guppy. But it's not 3 parts guppy, right? We'll take you. That's not conjoined? What do you mean that's not conjoined? You all count, though. Does Little Brim not count for conjoined? Or is like the way that I got the items by dying and respawning, getting them in my inventory, does that take away from the conjoined transformation? Because you can re-roll into conjoined, so why would it be any different to dying as Jacob and Esau and merging your inventories together? Why would that be much different? I would not have paid a whole heart container for Sister Maggie. Had I known that I would be getting scuffed here. Here's the good news. Here's the positive news. We're going to get a free Mom's Heart kill. Because we got a little thing known as the Bible. Now, if you're unaware and you're new to Isaac, the Bible is a one-hit kill on both Mom and Mom's Heart, but it will kill you if you use it against Satan. It's a reference to the first ending cutscene of this game where a Bible falls on Mom's head and kills her. And if we don't get a devil deal, we can always go to our cursor and make things happen that way. Okay, it is. It is an achievement for that, which makes me think it might also be for Satan. Little Chad. Broken Ankh. Can we get like a 1-up so I can try the Satan technique? I guess we could just do it and see. We're going to get an unlock by beating Satan. But we're going to be able to beat Satan later on down the road anyways. Right? Because we're going to have to go to Lamb as Blue Baby. Without sacrificing, preferably. So maybe I just do it. And we see where it lands us. That's the best strategy. We're going to be popping the Bible against Satan. Those of you who know the answer to my question probably screaming, no BD1P, don't do it, you have so much to live for, there's no achievement there. Hey, man. You live and you learn. Or I guess you die and you learn in this circumstance, but still. I'll pay you some money for an achievement, maybe. I guess friend leash is fine. I keep my friends closer. Oh, okay. Just die, please. Thank you. And it looks like for once I've chosen the right way. Well, now I got a crossroads here, but the right way to our final path, which has never really happened to me before. We're going to win, though. We're going to lose. We're going to win, though. Like, what we want to do. It was a close run. A lot of close calls along the way. But I think by the end, we really pulled it together. And once we realized the situation we were in, I think dying on Mom to get the extra Gimpy Hearts was the right play. We would still live if we had like 2 less HP, true. But it saved us time and also ensured we live. It was the safer play, and I think, therefore, it was the right play to make. You could disagree. You could say you should have stuck it out as Jacob and Esau and tried to at least make it down another floor. But I think we would have been at more of a disadvantage that way, rather than being able to pool all of our Gimpy Hearts into one room and get it on Blue Baby instead of like struggling on one heart as the twins for a while. So I well, not twins, but the brothers. So I think this was... We generally played the run well with our minds, but like mechanically and in terms of like skill and dodging and all that, was not my best performance. Okay. I gotta wait. I want to use it against Satan, not the Fallen, I think. Gather round, children. Oh, you guys got stunned by that. You didn't even shoot a single brimstone beam. Maybe you guys don't shoot brim beams. Oh, boy. Sorry, boys. Okay. It was not an achievement. Well, we learned something today, didn't we? If you enjoyed the run of my commentary, a like in the comment goes a long way for a small channel like mine. In the meantime, though, guys, I have been BD1P. Peace out, and goodbye.